Along the eastern edge of the Bay of Bengal sits an ancient cultural stronghold, anchoring a critical maritime frontier with staggering architectural density. Across the plains of Bagan, over 2,200 intact medieval Buddhist pagodas rise out of a single valley, creating the highest concentration of religious monuments on the globe. Further south in Yangon, the Shwedagon Pagoda scales 99 meters into the sky. Its exterior is wrapped entirely in plates of pure gold leaf and capped with thousands of diamonds and rubies. This physical wealth anchors a deeply traditional lifestyle, regulated by the spiritual rhythm of Theravada Buddhism. This immense, glittering cultural heritage defines the public image of Myanmar, a vision of historical stability that stands in sharp contrast to the operational landscape beneath the gold. Gaining entry requires navigating a rigid, hyper-monitored security framework. Independent land border crossings for foreigners are completely restricted. The 2026 visa extension track enforces a strict 28-day structured e-visa permit. Access is limited to designated airports, requiring absolute verification of confirmed hotel and flight assets before clearing customs. Once inside, the true foundation of the state is visible. The geopolitical apparatus runs on colossal extractive monopolies, fueled heavily by the planet's largest repository of premium Imperial jade. The extraction of this mineral wealth relies on raw, physical labor, operating deep within muddy, heavy-duty mining facilities. Stepping foot into Myanmar means entering a severe split state. Breathtaking spiritual monuments sit directly on top of extreme, heavily guarded resource monopolies. The state enforces a strict geographic divide. Primary commercial centers and core tourist zones operate under tight tracking grids to ensure zero petty threat loops against foreign visitors. Maintaining these secure corridors requires heavy military and state police infrastructure, continuously mapping the physical space. Step outside these protected pockets and access is cut off. Massive swaths of the exterior-interior states are under direct martial law and armed conflict cycles, making them absolute no-go zones. This restriction is compounded by a severe climatic threat. From June to October, the southwest monsoon drops torrential downpours that physically paralyze interior dirt logistics paths. Extreme security fragmentation paired with severe weather dictates a single reality for foreign specialists: strict isolation within heavily monitored capital sectors. Inside those sectors, standard international finance collapses. Foreign ATMs, digital banking, and Wise accounts either carry heavy access penalties or fail to operate entirely. Transacting requires absolute dependency on physical currency. Survival dictates carrying crisp, uncreased US dollar paper notes. This chart breaks down the massive currency split defined in the economy. The flat line at the bottom shows the Central Bank of Myanmar's official framework, artificially pegging the US dollar at around 2,100 Kyat. But tracking the sharply rising line reveals the active unofficial parallel cash market, scaling past 4,245 Kyat per dollar. Taking advantage of that massive fiscal realignment means physical volume. A single foreign note converts into thick stacks of high-denomination local cash for basic daily survival. Navigating this volatile underground fiscal split is the final requirement for those looking to bridge the gap between state-mandated value and the actual cost of survival. Standard corporate job hunting or setting up remote software configurations is highly restricted. The local network struggles against heavily monitored internet firewalls and routine municipal electricity blackouts. Yet colossal industrial wealth is actively processed just off the coast. Massive natural gas platforms extract heavy yields, exporting fuel directly to China and Thailand. The international directors and development attaches managing these resources live completely detached from the local grid. They occupy fully modernized, generator-equipped expat pockets in districts like Bagan or Kamayut. These high-tier enterprise assignments command premium offshore compensation, paying between 4,500 to over 9,000 net monthly US dollars. This forms an extreme two-tier economy. Colossal foreign wealth sits comfortably inside secured, powered bubbles directly above a failing local infrastructure. Beneath these heavy structural divisions and geopolitical tensions, a deeply distinct cultural identity continues to thrive unconditionally. The daily routines of trade and transit are characterized by the traditional longyi skirts worn heavily by the local population. Natural Thanaka bark paints to utilize daily, serving simultaneously as a decorative cultural identifier and a highly functional sun protector. The culinary baseline centers on Mohinga, a complex breakfast masterpiece of rice noodles steeped in a slow-simmered catfish broth, infused with lemongrass, ginger, and garlic. Ancient spiritual monuments and rich aromatic cuisines exist simultaneously in the exact same territory as raw jade extraction and parallel black markets. Would you baseline your next professional tracking project next to an ancient golden valley where parallel cash economies run the market and the world's largest jade deposits lie beneath the soil? Let us know in the comments below. Subscribe to stay real.